Good morning, students. Today's our topic is concept learning. Mm, After the previous videos or previous classes, we completed the designing a learning system and what are the issues in machine learning. After that, we are going for the second topic, concept learning. So, what is concept learning means? It is inferring a Boolean valued function from training examples of its input and output. What is the meaning of that one means? Whenever you are giving a learning problem to the machine, for example, I am giving a one car and one animal pictures to the machine and it learns by the training example. So after that it will give that unknown sample picture I will give you to the machine, uh, like car. After that it will identify, machine will identify is it a car or animal. So if it is a car, it will give the 1, that is S. If it is not a car, then it will give the 0, that is no. Uh, for this purpose, training examples I gave mostly car pictures. After that, some other pictures also. Within that, it identifies what are the features of the car, and after that, if I gave the unknown sample to that unknown sample to the machine, then it will identify and it will give the some boolean value, yes or no, that are represented with the 1 or 0. 1 is for yes, 0 is for no. That's what I gave the definition here. Concept learning is inferring a Boolean valued function from training examples of its input and output. So, in training, whenever we are giving the training to the machine, we are specifying this picture is a car, this is having this type of features, and some other pictures also, this is not a car. So, depending upon its training, it will give correct prediction for the unknown sample. Is it a car or not? That is in the form of Boolean values, 0 or 1. 1 is for yes, 0 is for no. That we can call as a concept learning. Concept learning means learning the concept and it is giving representation with the Boolean values. Next one. Here within this only, here concept learning task. Here we gave the some example. The example which is having the 6 constraints: sky, air temperature, humidity, wind, water and forecast. By using these 6 constraints, by using the values of 6 attributes, depending upon that if any one person is playing the water sports or not. For that purpose, here I am taking the one example where the vector which contains the 6 constraints and specifying the values of that 6 attributes. Sky constraint will contains the 3 types of attributes. Air temperature is also 2, and humidity also having the 2 types of attributes. Wind also having the 2 types of attributes. Water is also having the 2 types of attributes. Forecast is also having the 2 types of attributes. For this, one person want to play the water sports also depending upon these attributes. For that purpose, he is finding the one hypothesis. What is the meaning of hypothesis? Means our imaginary target function. To play the water sports, what are the constraints of attributes we required? What are the constraints required? Specific constraints that we are taking as a one particular statement. On that day only he is going to play water sports. That we can call as a hypothesis. You may already know about the hypothesis definition, because for machine learning prerequisites are data structures as well as the statistics. So this hypothesis word covered in statistics. In probability statistics, we will take the hypothesis. What is the exact meaning? Already you know, I think. So this is the meaning of hypothesis, and here we are specifying the 6 attributes. To indicate that hypothesis, here we are considering, for example, if we are using the representation or values of every attribute. Sky, if you, for example, sky is rainy or sunny or like that, what is the value of sky, and what is the air temperature, that means hot or cold, what is humidity, warm or low, wind, strong or breeze of wind, normal wind, water, forecasting, like that. For every attribute we are specifying the some values. If you want to, if one person is there, he plays always whatever may be the attributes, whatever may be the condition, he plays always water sports. To represent that, here they are specifying that one question mark. For every attribute, if you are specifying value of that attribute is question mark, means it accepts everything. It accepts everything. For sky, sunny, or rainy. For air temperature, high or low, humidity, warm or low, like that, any value it accepts. Any value it accepts, that is represented with the question mark. If we want to represent the attribute value with the question mark, that means it accepts everything. Second type indication is, it is indicated by the, it is not a 0. For sorry for that, I am unable to give that one. It is represented with the 5. It is represented with the null value or 5, like this symbol we can use. For it doesn't accept any value, it doesn't accept any value, we don't know the value, particular value of that attribute, then we represents with this symbol, not a 0. This is the symbol for this, to represent nothing, that is represented by this symbol. Next one, here I am giving the some possible type of examples for this 6 constraints. I said now I am taking the one type of example which is a vector of 6 constraints, that is sky, temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast, and enjoy sports. For this I gave the some type of some examples, positive examples and negative examples. If we are specifying, if it is trying to play the accepting the enjoying the sports means S, means it is a positive example. If it is not enjoying the sports means no, means that is that we can call as a negative example. Here I am giving the some attribute values where enjoying the sports is S and where the enjoying sports is no. For example, first statement, when sky is sunny and temperature is warm, humidity is normal, wind is strong, water is warm, and forecast is the same, then some person will enjoy the sports. I am giving these type of imaginary or hypothesis for one particular person. So these are the possible values. So the most general hypothesis that every day he want to play the he want to enjoy the sports means, that is we are representing with the all the question marks. All the question marks for every value of the constraint or attributes, we can say. For sky, it is we are keeping question mark, means he plays always, he plays or enjoys the sports always, whenever it may be the sunny or rainy. For temperature also, it may be the warm or cold, he enjoys the sports. For humidity also, if it is a normal or a high, then also he enjoys the sports. That means it accepts every value. It accepts every value. To represent the negative, represents the no positive or negative example, they are representing the values with the set na. I am unable to here give this example as with the zeros I gave you, but it is not 0, it is a this one represent the 5, we can say, sorry, 5, it is representing with the null symbol. It doesn't accept any value. He doesn't play the water sports at any condition. At any condition, it may be the sky is sunny or rainy, or temperature may be the warm or cold, or humidity is warm. It doesn't accept the any value, that is represented with the negative. So positive example, highest general positive, general hypothesis, and highest example, general hypothesis is with the question marks. That means it accepts every value, that we can call as a general hypothesis. And specific hypothesis, whatever it accepts particular value for attribute, particular value for attribute, that we can call as a specific hypothesis. In this last negative example or no positive example, hypothesis is represented with these values. So this one. So here I am specifying that one. If some instance small x satisfies all the constraints of hypothesis H. Here hypothesis is representing with the H. Hypothesis is representing with the H, and some instance which contains the 6 constraints, which the vector which contains the 6 constraints, that hypothesis, that instance we are specifying with the small x. Then H classifies the x as a positive example when H of x, the target value, he enjoys the sports means H of x, last function, target function. If it is representing 1 means that is positive example. If it is representing 0 means it is a negative example. To illustrate this hypothesis, for example purpose, here I am giving the one hypothesis where that person Aldo Aldo enjoys his sports only on the cold days with high humidity and independent of the values of other attributes. Independent of the other attributes. So, Aldo enjoys his sports only on the cold days with the high humidity. So, that's why they are specifying only that two constraints or attributes with these two values. First attribute in vector, first attribute is the sky. In previous slide we specified first attribute is the sky. He can play, he can enjoy the sports whatever may be the sky value, it may be the sunny or rainy, but whenever the temperature is cold, whenever the temperature accepts the two values warm or cold, but whenever temperature value is cold then only he enjoys the sports. Next, third attributes what he is specifying means humidity. Humidity also, whenever the humidity is high and temperature is cold, then only he enjoys the sports. Aldo enjoys his favorite sports only the cold days with the high humidity. Remaining all, he doesn't matter. It may be the sunny or rainy, and whatever I can say, forecasting of temperature, it may be the change or same, or water may be the warm or cold, it doesn't matter for him. For Aldo, if he enjoys water sports whenever cold days with the high humidity, that's why that two values are specified with the cold and high, remaining all we are specifying with the question marks. That means it become as a one hypothesis with the more general values and only the two specific values are there. So like this. And one more thing, so that's what only we are specifying, the set of instances, that set of instances we are specifying or we are representing with the capital X here. The set of in previous slide we took the only one set of instance, Aldo enjoys the sports with the two specific values. So that set of instance, like that the set of items over which the concept is defined, over which the set of items or set of instances over which the concept is defined is called the set of instances, and it is represented with the capital X. It is represented with the capital X. The concept or function to be learned is called the target concept. By these training examples, by these set of instances, what it is going to learn, that whatever we are getting the output, that we are representing with the target concept, and which we denoted by this is C. By this C. Capital X is set of instances. Single instance is represented with the small x, and the target function or target concept is represented with the C here. See here, C of x means that is the target function for particular instance of small x. Particular instance is represented with the small x. So, for particular that instance, what is the target function or target concept, that is represented with the C of x. C is a target concept of that particular small x instance. C. In general, C can be the Boolean valued function. In general, whenever we are giving the definition of the concept learning, there only we are specifying it is a Boolean valued function. That means it accepts only the two values 0 and 1. Otherwise, we can say 1 or 0. So, it is a C can be the Boolean valued function defined over the instances x, that is x defined over the instances, it accepts only the 0 and value. In the current example, the target corresponds to the value of attribute enjoy sports. If C of x is equal to 1 means he enjoys the sports. C of x means 0 means he enjoys sports is no. That. So all the possible days, for all the possible days, each described the attributes. The 6 attributes are there with the possible values. So for every attributes, how many possible values are there, that here we are representing. So we said whenever we have started the concept learning only, there only we started the vector with the 6 constraints. For every constraint, what are the possible values are there, here we are specifying that possible values. For sky, 3 possible values are there, sunny, cloudy and rainy, some specific values. If he doesn't matter whatever may be the sky condition means, we are representing with the question mark. If he doesn't accept any value for the particular constraints, that is we are represented with the null value. Like that, for second constraints, what are the possible values means, for air temperature, warm or cold, for humidity, normal or high, for wind, strong or weak, water, warm or cool. For forecast, same or change. This one last attribute is depends upon it is comparing with the previous day, comparing with the previous condition or previous situation or previous day. Comparing with the previous situation, is it same or change? So these are the possible values. Sky has the 3 possible values, air temperature has the 2 possible values, humidity has also 2 possible values, wind also having the 2 possible values, water is also having the 2 possible values, forecast is also having the 2 possible values. So this is about the concept learning. And we said hypothesis. Hypothesis, set of hypotheses are represented with the capital H, and each hypothesis is represented with the small h. Each hypothesis is described by the conjunction of these 6 constraints of the attributes. These 6 constraints of the attributes. Constraints means particular value for that particular attribute. So we are having the vector of 6 attributes. For every attribute, if you are specifying the particular value, that we can call as a constraints. For example, for sky, 3 possible values are there. What are they? Sunny, rainy and cloudy. If you are specifying for the sky is sunny, that is constraints for this range. So here we are specifying once again that one more general values for this is represented with the question mark, and our specific value or no value is represented with this null. No value is represented with this. No value is represented with this null, and specific value depending upon that one it will represents. So target concept represented with the C of x or x, it is represented with the 2 values 0 and 1. Training examples we will take for this target function is positive and negative examples. Some positive examples and negative examples of the target function. That's why what we said, single individual hypothesis represented with the small h, and set of hypothesis represented with the capital X, and target function we are specifying till now is C of x. That is also for particular hypothesis, particular instance it is a C of x, particular hypothesis it is a H of x. That's what both are equal for all instance in H. If you are specifying as a hypothesis, then it is target concept or a target function represented with the H of x. If you are specifying like simple instance, then it is represented like C of x. Both are same only. When learning the target concept, the learner is presented set of training examples. The training examples may contain the positive as well as negative examples. What is positive examples means the target concept or target function is S always. That we can call as a positive examples. If it is a target function or target concept is equal to 1, S is called the positive example. If target function or target concept is x, C of x is equal to 0, then it we can call as a negative examples or non-members of that one. It is always represented often with the ordered pair. What is the ordered pair contains means x and C of x values. X is set of instances and C of x is the target concept. So x is set of instances means that 6 attributes. Till now whatever in examples whatever we took the 6 attributes specific constraints are there, na, that we can represent it with the x, small x, and C of x is what is the target value, yes or no, 1 or 0. So it is containing the pair of x and C of x. It describes the training example. Every example is represented like this. And capital H denotes the, I said na, all of the set of possible hypothesis, set of all possible hypotheses represented with the capital X, and small h is each hypothesis. These are everything represented with the Boolean values. If our hypothesis is equals to the target concept is, then we can say our hypothesis is correct. Next one is the inductive learning hypothesis. What is inductive learning hypothesis means any hypothesis found to approximate the target function well over the sufficiently large set of training examples will also approximate the target function well over the other unobserved examples. Here in this what we are specifying means inductive learning hypothesis means if you are taking the hypothesis for the some observed training examples, that means to make the machine to learn we are giving the some training examples to that machine to learn that one, to learn that task and perform well. To learn the task and perform well, we are giving the some data or some training examples. Within that, if it is giving the perfect answer, or it is giving the better performance for playing games or till now in this concept learning, what we took the example is playing or enjoying the water sports. If he is enjoying the water sports, for every hypothesis it is giving that correct, depending upon the constraints of the particular person, if it is giving the correct answer, that we can call as a better hypothesis. If it is performing well for the unobserved example also, unobserved situation also, we will while we are training the machine, we will give some possible type of positive and negative examples to make the machine to learn. But in real time situation, we are giving the unobserved. Till now, whatever we gave the situations, possible situations, except that we are giving, we got the some other situation, unobserved situation. If we are giving that example is also to the machine, if it is giving the accurate result and it is performing very well, then we can call as it is a inductive learning hypothesis. That only here we are specifying with the second sentence also. Our assumption is that the what is best hypothesis regarding is best hypothesis regarding unseen instances is the hypothesis that best fits the observed training data. This is a fundamental assumption of inductive learning. What is the fundamental assumption of inductive learning is what we are thinking best as hypothesis for unobserved examples is the best has hypothesis which is proved for the observed examples. So whatever the possible situations or possible cases we gave to the machine to learn, in that which one is the best our imagination constraints or best imagination possible sentence, that we can call as a hypothesis. That is only best hypothesis for unobserved examples also. For unobserved examples also, that is only best hypothesis. Like this we are taking as a assumption. That assumption we are calling as a assumption of inductive learning. By this I am closing this class today. Next class we are continuing with the concept learning of other topics. Thank you.